ring the bell, ring the bell, they call me to switch. Go ahead, 'cause I don't wanna give it up. If anybody wanna go, praise the Lord. Switch my old status, that's from sinner to saint. As winners we can't live by the pictures they paint, because they know that only inner is taint. So we must live out our lives with a sense of restraint. Which means do I live and we ain't, but you're controlled by the flesh, we're depicted as quaint. I don't even know what that notification said. But anyway, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? This your boy Red. I'm back for another video. I'm back for another exclusive, not really exclusive video, but I'm just back for another video here on the RH3 show. Y'all got me back to back video format. But this week, actually today is Martin Luther King, a holiday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we celebrated his birthday on Friday, I believe it was. So happy belated birthday, Dr. King, and today we're celebrating your day. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started because I don't have much time to edit. I don't have much time on my phone. And so let me also turn on my light because I need the light. I need the light for myself. For you all, I don't. Yeah, I really don't even need the light for myself. But anyway, let's move on. I don't like speaking on this. I don't like speaking on it because this show is not a messy show, but it really has gotten messy. And so, as y'all know, I spoke on Wendy on Saturday. Wendy and, you know, the stuff that she's dealing with and stuff that, you know, she's been talking about to promote her Lifetime movie and her documentary or what have you, and you know whatever. And so I spoke on you know, well, brief. Well, I wanted to, but I didn't, and I wasn't going to until Wendy spoke on it today. And so she spoke on what her brother Tommy spoke on over the weekend. And Tommy spoke about her not going to her mother's funeral and, you know, her spending time with her ex-husband, Kevin. And so, you know what, I will say this much. There go that phone, but I'm not going to answer. I spoke on it this, I will say this much. I watch my cell phone about to go off. I will say this much. I've been riding for Wendy around 18 years. And I will continue to ride for Wendy. And, you know, I've been a fan of, or a, you know, been, you know, follower of the Williams family because I really like them. Really, really, you know, I love them. I do. They cool. I vibe with them. But, it's just all getting, you know, really, really not my cup of tea, and I don't do stuff like that, for one. I will not go on social media and air my family's business. I won't, you know. And even so, if I'm upset, I will, you know, whatever. Even if I do, I will go back and, you know, delete or whatever. But I will say this. Everybody has their own reasons for grief, and there is a difference between grieving and mourning. And if you do not be careful with grieving, it could all be tragic and hurtful, and you can revert back to things you used to do when you grieve or whatever, mourn. You can mourn and remember, but you can, once you grieve, that's very toxic for you as an individual. And to say that, and people will say, well, I wouldn't go back to my ex-husband, you know, that's comfort. she, you know, whatever. I wouldn't want to be comforted by somebody who also is grieving and mourning as well. And so I want to somebody, you know, to lay aside our differences to comfort me. And if that means to go with my ex-wife or whatever, you know, and she takes me away from all of this, then so fine be it. To even set aside or whatever, and to not think about, you know, what we're dealing with or whatever, amicably, and we, you know, we set, you know, separate as friends or whatever, that's fine. And, you know, people may not be good spouses, but they can be good friends, or be a good person. And so you may not get why somebody not tender, but that's they can't cope with that. And I'm a sister of mine, you know, my older sister, she don't do funerals, and you know, and that's understandable. That's understandable. And so, you know, it doesn't matter whose funeral it is. They cannot do funerals. You know, it's not only her, it's many of us can't do funerals like that. So come on. And so that's it. That's it for, you know, it was something I wanted to say about Wendy and Kevin so bad, but I forgot my notepad over there. Another thing I wanted to mention on Saturday's video, Tom Cruise and his rants and antics.
You are the gold standard. You're back there in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies, producers. And they're looking at us and using us to make their movies. We are creating thousands of jobs, you I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. And if you don't do it, you're fired. And I see you do it again, you're gone. And anyone on this crew does it. That's it. And you too, and you too, and you. Don't you ever do it again. You can tell it to the people that are losing their homes because our industry is shut down. It's not going to put food on their table or pay for their college education. That's what I sleep with every night. In the future of this industry.
Antics. Y'all, I'm going to see if I can post an audio clip next about that. I'm going to try to do all of this because I wanted to get this up by 1 o'clock so my radio family could have this so they could listen and watch or whatever, but it might not work out that way. But yeah. Anyway, he went off on his team, and people was like, he shouldn't have done that. But I understand why he did. Reason being is because you walking around here, and to each his own. To each his own. But if you're around a crowd of people, if you're at work or whatever, be considerate of those who want to protect themselves. And Tom Cruise, he's a major star or whatever. I don't want to be a major star and I'm walking around people who's not protecting themselves. You're not protecting yourself in this COVID thing around. And if I catch it, I'm going to be out of work. My family not going to have a job. These people who run in the cameras not going to have a job. None of these people. Come. I understand him. I understand him solely and clearly. Second thing I want to talk about, Plies and his teeth. Y'all, that dude, you know, he looks really nice. He looks really good with his teeth. And I tell you what, I've been a big fan of Plies and he, you know, Mr. Algernon Washington, man, I salute you for doing that. He took off his teeth, y'all, and he looks really good, as you can tell in the picture right here. He looks nice. He looks really nice, and so shout out to Plies for taking out his fronts, and now he's rocking his real teeth. Shout out to Plies. And so that's all I have for you all. I hope to come back on here on tomorrow to do a real talk with Red discussion for you all. All right? Know that I love you for real. As I said in the each video, this is quick. Always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, and to love God. Love yourself and love other people beyond words. For more about me or the broadcast, you can visit my website. I don't even know what that time. I don't know what that thing says. Oh, I gotta go. This is a phone call. Peace.
And pray without a foolish complaint. And being able to turn down your dinner at 8. Because the price that he paid for me gave to me my freedom. So I'm not in slavery. Christ made a way for me. Grace me then paid for me. A way back to God through the life that he gave for me.
Peace party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Good night.